Hiya VC, back again with another Wodge of vinyl for your delectation. Yeah, got a few more records to show. These are all records I bought. Now I think we're actually into 2017 now. Can't remember, but I think they are. I'm pretty sure I got these around the start of the year. And a nice little bunch they are too. Right, let's get going on this. So first up, I'm going to do this one. So this is Boston. This is Don't Look Back, which says there. I really like this album. As was well known, basically Boston was basically a one-man show, and he wrote and did everything. Tom Scholz did just about everything by himself. It's a full splendour of the cover. There we go. But it is FM perfect rock. I mean, it's just fantastic. I absolutely love this. It's just rocking from start to finish, and it's exactly what you want from that kind of stuff. I can just picture myself if I had this on CD, or a portable. I suppose I could do it on Spotify, I suppose. But anyway, blasting down the highway, down the motorway with this blasting away in the car. Absolutely love it. Excellent album. Another good album, some really good tracks on here, is this one. Bit of a beat-up copy, but I did get it cheap anyway. It's Bobbie Gentry, Touching With Love. I can never remember whether these were released, whether that's the original name of the album, or because a lot of them were re-released or released over here with different titles. But this one's got, now if I can remember, this one's got things like Touching With Love, Greyhound Going Somewhere, Son of a Preacher Man's on here, which is actually a really good version. I'll Never Fall In Love Again, which is also a good version of it. I just think she had a fantastic voice, absolutely brilliant. And I'm going to try and look out for the one that Hedley had, which I can't remember the name of now, but I think it was her third album. I think this is her second. Anyway, super stuff. Right, next two albums kind of like go together with each other. So the first one album, I don't know why I bought it, to be honest. Now the first one is, so that's the Eagles, greatest hits 70, 71, 75 I think. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what I was doing really. I got it, and yeah, it's pleasant enough, but it sounds as though what we'd say now is it's been airbrushed out of existence. It's like there's no rough edges on this. It is so smooth, so just almost insipid. Almost. I mean, there's a couple of decent tracks. I like Take It Easy. But most of it, I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. Yeah, you can imagine it playing, you know, sort of West Coast highways and stuff, and I suppose it would sound good, but with the sun, but I don't know, in a cold, wet March, flat in Devon, it just doesn't do it. But, however, this one does. Now, this is the Ozark Mountain Daredevils, and this is their debut album, and this is excellent. I absolutely love this. It's like, when I was reading stuff online about this lot, they said that this album was kind of like the Eagles, but this is the Eagles with all the rough edges and just a personality. The Eagles I just find bland, but this is just, it's great. You've got Country Girl as the first track, and that's just a great song, really great song. Then you've got Spaceship Orion, which I can't make out whether it's a fable of wanting to leave or whether it's an abduction tale from the early 70s by aliens, or what, I don't know what it is, but it's great anyway. Then you've got If You Want to Go to Heaven, you've got to Raise Some Hell. Then you've got the amazing Chicken Train, which goes on about laser beams in my dreams and stuff, and it's the sound of just basically some percussion. I think there's a harmonica on it and a Ozark Mountain mouth harp, apparently, which is great. And then Colorado Song. Well, that rounds off the first side, and then the side 2 is just, yeah, it's laid back, but it's so good. I absolutely played this to death this week, loving it, absolutely loving it. Can't recommend that one more. And then to round off these, this little batch, 3 albums by the same artist. I got these a while ago, and I have been getting into them. So, Bonzo Dogs. So it's a Bonzo Dog band. So this is Gorilla, and this was a debut album, and it's got such great stuff. It's got Cool Britannia, Equestrian Statue, the Death Cab for Cutie, Jazz, Delicious Hot, Disgusting Cold, where they swapped each other's instruments. I think they were trying to record the worst jazz track ever. And they swapped instruments, so it added to the ineptitude, but I absolutely love it. The intro and the outro, of course, I think everybody's heard that. Mickey, Son and Daughter, Piggy Bank Love, I'm Bored. It's just great. I love this album. The range of styles on here is amazing. They go from jazz to pop to lounge. It's all over the place. And if they were aiming to be as Dada as they possibly could, then probably with an album this is about as Dada as you can get, apart from playing it on, I don't know, something completely inappropriate to play on. There you go. I also got I'm the Urban Spaceman, which is a reissue of their 3rd album, Tadpoles. More great stuff. There's some more dubious moments on here that, due to the passage of time, some of the vocalising probably would be frowned on now by the PC Brigade, especially things like Hunting Tigers Out in India, Tubes in the Moonlight, do a cover of Monster Mash. Of course, Urban Spaceman's on here. Mr. Apollo, that's a great track. That is a really good track, which I think was a single. And Canyons of Your Mind, just brilliant, brilliant stuff. And then I got their 4th album, so there's only one that I'm missing now, which is The Ringing Granny's Outhouse, or whatever it's called. I can't remember what the Ringing, I don't know what it's called. This one is Keynsham, which was named after the place near Bristol, apparently because there was a pools guy who used to offer help with the pools, and he apparently used to spell out Keynsham every week, and Viv Stanshaw just stayed with him until he recorded this. This one is slightly different. It's a bit more rock, bit more mainstream, bit more rocky to my ears, especially the Neil Innes tracks. Now the lyrics probably are not, but the music definitely is. So you've Done My Brain In, which is kind of typical Bonzos. Quiet Talks and Summer Walks could almost be a pop single. But then you've got things like Tent, which is just bizarre. The Bride Stripped Bare by Bachelors. What Do You Do is a really good song. It could have been a hit, I think. Then you got Mr. Slater's Parrot, which is great. Sport is brilliant. Just an absolute piss take of that do some sport, be a man thing. I Want to Be With You, another great pop song. So yeah, more kind of straight ahead, I guess, is the best way of doing it, saying it, rather than mainstream, but still a great album. And I'm going to spend many happy hours listening to these Bonzo albums. Absolutely love them. These are all reissues, by the way, on Sunset, which you probably noticed. There we go, and it's on the front there, of all the Bonzo albums. But there we go, nice little batch of albums there. Very happy with those. Loved them all to pieces, apart from the Eagles, which I'll probably keep. I might put it on again one day. Or somebody might visit and they might say, have you got any Eagles? And I'll say, yes, here you are. Go and listen to it. Take yourself off somewhere and listen to it, please. Right. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope I haven't offended too many Eagles fans by that. Probably get loads of comments saying, what on earth are you talking about? Maybe I'll get some saying, well, hey. But there you go. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. Cheers, VC. Bye.